So this is week 2 or week 3, video 2 for HCI Big Data reflection. From class this week, I just want to talk about 2 things, or 3 things really. After this long week, it's actually long 2 weeks. It was weird not having class for a whole week. It felt awkward, and assignment due dates were interesting, but I think I've gotten the hang of the class so far, so that's pretty cool. First thing I wanted to talk about was the visualization that we looked at, which I thought was pretty similar in kind of style to the first visualization we actually looked at about the newspaper, which was cool looking but didn't really give a whole lot of data. The one that we saw for the meteor that went into Russia, that was cool too. The visualization I think was a lot better, but I still think it really lacked a lot of data. We were talking about it in class, and everyone was kind of agreeing that it was a cool visualization and helpful and useful and had good stuff in it. Obviously, it was meant for the layperson. It wasn't designed by any means to convey all the scientific information, but when you want all that scientific information, you just look at the numbers. You don't look at this fancy visualization someone made. That just helps you understand those numbers. So if we want to see the numbers, that would help us. But my thoughts on it a little bit were it was good, but that's because it was a video. The visualization, in my opinion, still wasn't that great. Yeah, it was better than the 2D newspaper one, but still not a great visualization. Overall, what it conveyed wasn't super helpful. Might have been better to have the video, watch the actual video with the actual commentary, but the presenter seemed to do a really good job of that, and I'm sure that that's pretty much all we really needed. So this is a little bit iffy on the visualization. I'm still thinking about it now. It would be interesting to see what is a 100% A plus visualization, see what that actually is and what that turns into. Next, I want to talk about a little bit of the Neo4j. Great presentation, really well done. I took the advanced database class last semester. We looked at Neo4j. I've messed around with it. I've dealt with it. I wish I had that presentation when I was learning it at first, because that helped so much more than having the lecture I did have about it, which was much longer than that presentation, and that was way better. So nicely done, and Neo4j is awesome. I love relational databases. Obviously they have their point and use, but they do a really good job for what they are needed for, and Neo4j is one of the best ones. Definitely a great presentation there. Then finally, talk about mini eyes. We didn't really get to talk about it a whole lot in class, but I think the points all really came across. It was really just an okay graphing site. It didn't really do a whole lot. I think as a elementary school, middle school, high school student, that would be the greatest tool in the world, just to create these graphs for homework. It's super intuitive, super easy to use. Putting in data sets doesn't look that hard, and it's really great for making simple visualizations. I think the class kind of tore it apart, but we're all mostly graduate students. We're all in college or towards the end of college, and we really want something that's intense and awesome and really does amazing, insane graphs that not everyone really needs. I thought the mini eyes did a really good job of it, but it was still pretty basic, which isn't a bad thing for whatever you need it for. So that has its pros and cons. And then I think I mentioned this myself in class, that message board forum is horrible. It's not designed for that. That's one of those company decisions that someone says, hey, it'd be super cool to make something that people can comment on and share ideas, and it'll be great and will be the next big thing. No one wants to create graphs and look at other people's graphs and give constructive criticism, because that's not fun. If it was pictures of Instagram or something, that's way more fun. You get to look at pictures of people's lives and comment on that. Facebook, see what other people are doing in their life, not these random graphs. So the forum part sucked, but other than that, it was okay. So that's my reflections for the week, and I'll see you in another week for reflection number 3.